Hey Rose, it's Monday, October 6th. Let's talk about sex. As you know, Rose and I are of the mindset that education is extremely important, and if there's a certain topic that is considered too taboo to learn or talk about, like, I don't know, maybe human sexuality, then there will undoubtedly be lots of false information and misconceptions that come up. So, let's debunk some myths about sex. Myth number 1, you can't get pregnant if you're on your period. You are most likely to get pregnant while ovulating, which happens about 2 weeks after the end of your last period. But guess what? Everyone's body is different and these times vary widely. Sperm can live in a woman's body for 5 days, and if you ovulate during that time, surprise, you can get pregnant. Myth number 2, sexual fantasies are a reflection of sexual orientation. Guess what? Heterosexuals can have homosexual fantasies, and homosexuals can have heterosexual fantasies. Totally normal. Sexual orientation is rooted in biology and often completely out of your control. Sexual fantasies, however, have more basis in your imagination, life experiences, and just random associations that your brain makes. Myth number 3, you can learn everything that you need to about sex from porn. It's probably not a very good strategy. Porn is designed to make sex look good from an outsider's perspective. Meanwhile, sexual activity is supposed to feel good for the people involved. Two completely different goals. Also, because of the cliche elements of pornography, people can usually tell if you've used porn as your sole sexual learning tool. It's much better to just stay curious and explore for yourself to find out what you and your partner really like. Myth number 4, my penis, boobs, balls, vagina are weird. Should I be ashamed of them? No! And because this is really important, we're gonna do it again. No! Guess what? Sexual organs are weird. Think about it. Our arms and legs and heads develop while we're a fetus, before we're even born. But for the most part, our sexual organs develop during puberty, when you're like very much already a person, walking around the earth, living your life. They just show up like, hello. It is not a perfect process, so don't fret. Boobs are often different sizes, penises can curve, and vaginas can be lopsided. That's just life. As long as nothing is painful or causing other problems for you or your partner, you are totally normal. It's a curved penis. No, it's a banana. Okay, so talking about sex is very important, so now I want to focus on sexual health and the sexual conversation in society with myth number 5. If you talk with kids about sex, they will experiment earlier. There have been many studies that show the exact opposite, that teens who learn more about sex before becoming sexually active will postpone sexual initiation. Also, teens who are already sexually active will use better protection and practice safer sex techniques. Duh! That's a no-brainer. Myth number 6. If you are uncomfortable talking to your child about sex, then it's better to avoid it altogether. Long hair, don't care. Guess what? It is totally normal to feel awkward talking about sex, especially to your children. Also, it's totally fine to admit that you feel awkward talking about sex, especially to your children. Let's roleplay. Hey son, I'd like to talk to you about something. Okay, Dad. This is kind of awkward and uncomfortable for me to say to you, but here goes. Sex is when one consenting adult and another consenting adult use their bodies and physical touch to make each other feel good. Much like this conversation, it can be awkward and uncomfortable, but when done right, can also be amazing. I'm giggling right now to hide my extreme awkwardness, but even still, this is an experience that will greatly benefit me in life, and the fact that you are willing to talk to me about this will definitely deepen our relationship. Thanks, Dad! Talking about sex and sexuality is extremely important. Consider this, would you rather your house be built by a carpenter who learned everything himself, or by someone who's been properly educated in building techniques and safety protocols? Yeah, that one. When we avoid communicating about sex, we send the message that sex is taboo or bad. This is so dangerous. Children need to learn to be comfortable with themselves and their bodies. They need to know that physical affection is not only okay, but healthy, and that one day, their sexual expression will be a part of their own lives. So here's your homework. Fight through the awkwardness and talk to someone close to you about sex today. You'll be glad you did. And Rose, we'll see you on Wednesday.